Hi everybody, hope you're all okay. It's me, your friend Dracula's daughter again today. No makeup on, as you can see, looking like she definitely has been dragged through the hedge backwards several times. But anyway, so here we go. You have to excuse the boobage being a bit high up today because I'm wearing a corset. I do a bit of waist training now and again, and I've been doing it over the last month. I've been wearing a corset in bed. I'm sitting sideways because it's a lady thing to do, apparently. But bollocks to that, excuse me. But so I'm wearing a corset at the moment. I've just tightened it, so I'm down 5 inches around the waist at the moment. Later on this evening, it'll be down to 6, maybe 7 inches because the waist gets used to it, and then you just gradually do it slowly. And I've been doing it for about a month now. I did do it years ago. Then I got fat and didn't bother. So now I'm losing weight, so I thought I'll start again. So the corsets are beginning to fit me. The one that I wear to bed of a night time, been wearing it over the month, is a lovely one. It doesn't curve in like that. It's just quite subtle. And it's very comfy, so I can't sleep with it. Simba, thank you, because I'm ignoring him. He's like that when I'm on the phone as well. Simba, shh, Mummy's here, now stop it. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I went one night to bed because the cat decided he wanted to sleep with his mummy. So I didn't wear the corset to bed, and I hardly slept because if it's a decent corset, it fits you like a glove, literally like a glove, and it's like being hugged, and that's how it was. It's just like being hugged all night. And now I forget I forget that I've got it on, and I take it off every morning before I get myself ready, and every night I put it back on again. So I don't know how much I've gone down with that on, but that one is a bit more subtle, if you know what I mean. It doesn't go in like that and back out again. It's just quite nice. But this one I've got on now is waspy. I'm not going to show you because it is a bit, I've pulled it a little bit too much actually, so because my little flap is pushed up out over the top. But hey, I'm losing it slowly anyway, so that'll be all right. So I'm down about, 5 inches today. So I don't recommend it for everyone. And people will say, oh God, well, Arcada doing waist training, oh, it's awful, wearing corsets kills you. No, it doesn't. It doesn't kill you at all. There's proof about that. A decent corset, and if you do the wearing in, the breaking in of a corset, like wearing it for about an hour a day, every day for about 2 weeks, then 2 hours, and then slowly build it up. And then if you want to wear it all day, then 23/7 or 24/7 even sometimes. A lot of people do it, and there's a lot more people than you know that actually do it, but they keep it very quiet. I've been doing it for years, and I think it's only a couple of people I've told that I do it. And but now it's out in the open, out in the public domain, that I do waist training, and I love doing it. And it helps with my posture as well, because I do have a bad back because I'm so tall. I do have a bad back, so I do have a bad back, so the posture, the actual boning of the corset does help. I'm not talking about the corsets you buy from sex shops and stuff like that, things like plastic and whatever like that, and with the eyelets, whatever. These are the proper ones with busks and real bone and real thingy bone. And oh God, it's got my cardio in it as well. No wonder it's feeling a bit tight. Sorry, put my cardio in. No wonder. Oh, that's better. Oh, she can breathe now. But anyway, so it is. They are for waist training. They are for wearing underclothes. They are what they call foundation garments, which I'm very into. Like the decent undergarments to keep you, especially if it helps your posture and everything. And with me, because everything's lower than your average person, because I'm 6'4", then my lower back hurts a lot, and wearing a corset does help with that, and sleeping with it as well, so it helps me as well, because I don't kick about more as much, and I stay more in the same position, and I do fall asleep better with a corset on than I have ever done without a corset. So, but anyway, that's enough of that. So that is a part of me. I did say in my last video that I will be doing a bit of a talk about a day in the life of Tony, the trans woman. I was walking around Asda's earlier, and I was thinking about what am I going to video today. It's the kind of things we do. What am I going to video today? And I thought, no, I'm a big, broad, a beautiful tranny. So BBBT. That's my initial. BBBT. Big, broad, beautiful tranny. That's what I am. And I thought, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I just happened to glance down, and there's this woman. She must have been about 4'2", 5 foot, or something like that. She was just staring at me. She literally stopped with her trolley and just stared up at me like that. She was just staring at me, and I walked past her. And because I was in the mind of my own, just didn't realise. And then in the corner of my eye, I saw her just turn around and watch me walking down one of the aisles. And I thought to myself, do I know you? And then afterwards I thought to myself, no, she's just staring because she's never seen a big, broad, beautiful tranny before. And that is my daily life, basically. Majority of people are very kind and say, we don't see you as anything else, anything than a woman, Tony, which I think is lovely of them. Quite a few of my friends have known me before I transitioned or started the transitioning, and they still see me as a woman, which is nice of them. But I think they're just being kind and too scared to say anything because the flack that a lot of people do get from trans women for asking questions and being a certain way. I'm sure you've seen videos on YouTube or even on Facebook about a trans person screaming and shouting because they've been misgendered and everything, and they get really aggressive with an assertive, well, aggressive more than assertive, and totally aggressive about it. And of course, and that puts other people off from asking questions to a trans person that they meet. Me, myself, and I don't care. Somebody, if they take the mickey, it's their problem. It's their fault. It's their lookout. It's their mentality. It's not me. It's not mine. I have as much right to walk down the street as they do, and so have you. Each and every one of us has. But the day in my life, that happens quite a lot, especially around the summertime, summertime, because it's the holiday season. And even though we live in a market town, 25,000 people, 26,000 people, majority of them know about me because I've been here 7.5 years. And so they know, oh God, yeah, that's the tranny with the wolf dog, or that's the, so, but hey, so they know, so they leave me alone. But in Asda's this morning, as I was thinking about the video, people were looking. It's quite funny, and sometimes you do notice it. I don't notice it most of the time, but sometimes I do notice it, and I think to myself, oh, what they're looking at, and then I realise, oh yeah, I'm a big, broad, beautiful tranny, and I am big, I am broad. As you can see, I'm very broad. I'm 6'4" tall, about 6 foot wide at the moment. Especially with these boobs, I'm about 7 foot wide across here, I suppose. But and I suppose I do intimidate people because of the way I look, and because I literally walk around as if my head's with my head in the clouds most of the time. Sometimes I have been going down with my head down because I haven't been feeling too great, but majority of the time I do hold my head up, and sunglasses do help, but I didn't have my sunglasses on today, so I don't know why I didn't wear them this morning. I don't know why I didn't wear them to go shopping, but I usually do. Simba, leave your... Oh, God, he's biting his nose. What do you do with teenagers? I just don't know what you do with teenagers. Simba, leave it, please, darling. Simba. Simba. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Mummy will be there with the clippers in a minute, so I have to clip his nails every week or so, because, oh, leave the cat alone. The cat's just walked into the room. This is what it's like. I'm on the phone. Simba starts whining because, oh, you're ignoring me. Your mummy's ignoring me. Now the cat's walked into the lounge, looking around. So the dog's going, because he's in love with the cat. And this is my day, kids. This is my day. So leave him be, Simba, please. Now he's cleaning the cat, like, so with the teeth like that, like when they clean themselves, clean their fur. And that's what he does with the cat. Now the cat's licking the dog. And this is a bloody big wolf dog, a wolf thing. And people say, oh no, you can't have huskies and wolf dogs with a cat. The cat's 16 years old, he's still alive, you know. And Simba's 8. Simba, leave your bum alone. Simba! Now stop it. Now leave him. Do you know? Oh, it's worse than having kids, I think. I think it's worse than having kids. At least with the kids, you can knock them in the bedroom to get on with it. But not with the dogs. But anyway, so yes, so a day in my life is I get up, I sort myself out. If I'm going out for the day somewhere, like I was going to put makeup on today, but the light I've got here, so it's very diffusing apparently, so you can't see all the ructions on my face. But hey, does it matter if you do or not? But at the moment, yeah, that's how I feel. But if I'm going out somewhere, like if I'm going to Exeter for the day, or even Torquay for the day, which is about 5 miles away, or Plymouth or whatever, I do dress up a little bit more. I put on a bit of makeup, and I say a little prayer for you and all that crap. But anyway, so you have to excuse the music in the background. I've got Clubland TV on, so and I don't have the copyright to any of the music that's playing, so it's all on TV. So I'll just put that disclaimer in now. So music's not my own, and I don't have the I don't have the copyright for it, so apologies there. But yes, so a day in my life, I get up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. No, I don't do that. Well, first thing I do, I wake up. Then I say, morning, to Simba, and he gets overexcited and goes, like that, and gets all excited and runs around the bedroom, jumps on the bed and jumps off the bed and jumps back on again. Then Zena comes over and gives me a good lick. Don't you see? Yes, you do. She's over there now. It's like she's been asleep, so her face is all scrunched up. That's what she does. She looks as if she needs ironing, don't you, Zena? Hey. She's looking at me as if to say, oh my God, she's talking to herself again. Yeah, sitting in the far corner, and now I'm not even looking at them, so when I'm talking, but hey. But anyway, so, and of course, oh no, it's nearly tea time. That's why she's looking at Molly. It's nearly tea time. But anyway, so Simba's out to look. You can hear a siren, so he's out looking. Where does that come from? I'm sure he was a police dog or a policeman in his past life, because anything to do with sirens, he's there, and he gets overexcited even on the TV. With Zena, it's dogs. It's dogs. If dogs are on TV, or any animal on TV, she'll just stare. But anyway, going back to me yet again. Yes, so I get up after, because of the medication I'm on, so I get sluggish, and because I've got fibro as well, that, you know, that does tend to slow things down a bit. And I wake up and I go on YouTube, or, you know, answer some emails or whatever. Yes, I do get emails from people. Then I get up, take all my meds, give the dogs their meds, and take Zena out. I've got dressed first, of course. Take Zena out for a walk, and come back, and then just faff about and do stuff and think of what I'm going to do on video. At the moment, I've got a big door in the hallway, big pine door in the hallway that I've got to put up this weekend. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I'll wait until Monday or Tuesday. I need to get some. I thought I had some, but I've been looking for the last few days. I don't know what I've done with them. I had some files, thingy files that you know, you can cut out little notches and whatever for the door. So I have to buy some on Monday for that. And yes, so, and then I can do the floor in the hallway. My life is relatively concentrated around the house, really. I don't have much of a life outside because I don't like to be a bother to people, thinking, oh no, I'm bothering them and everything. So I keep myself to myself, really, and just me and the dogs and whatever, and like do the decorating and everything. But when I do go shopping in town, like what happened earlier, it doesn't happen all the time, or I don't notice it all the time now. A lot of people say hello to me, which is nice. The market traders, we have the stalls outside and everything, 3 days a week, 2 or 3 days a week, and you know, and most of the traders say hello to me because I know them, been here for a long time, so they all know me by sight and everything. So most of the locals do. And when somebody comes from outside of town, like they go, because we have Asda's literally 3 minutes walk from here, and it's a large one. So people go there shopping like once every month or something, and so they don't see me there all the time, do they? So when I do go in there and they catch a glimpse of this BBT, a BBBT, big, broad, beautiful tranny, they're surprised because I do have an intimidating look. Apparently, I was told that years ago that I have this look about me that people are intimidated and people get intimidated by me, which surprised me because I didn't realise I was like that, and I still don't understand how I'm like that either. So, but yes, so Zena, leave it, good girl. So apparently I'm forced to reckon with, apparently, which I don't mean to be. I suppose it's because I am tall and that I do walk with my head held high, because I have a right to be me. I have a right to walk down that road, like each and every one of us has the right, regardless of what you think or what other people think. We all have the right to walk down the road. I know people say, "Oh, I have a right to my own opinion." Of course you do, but keep it to yourself if it's nasty and negative, because we've got enough negativity in the world. Just keep it to yourself. But anyway, so like that woman in Asda, she was looking at. Then after that, I realised other people were looking at me as well, but they weren't being nasty. It wasn't a nasty looking. Oh, look at that. Yesterday it did happen. A bloke said to his wife, I said, "Oh, that looks like a bloke," and I had my tits showing, so I don't know why he thought that, because most people look at the face, clock the face, and they go, "Oh, got a bloke with long hair," and then they see the boobs, the boobage, and they go, "Well, it can't be, because they're real boobs. They're not plastic boobs. You know, they're not silicone. They're real." And so therefore, that can't have been a man before. I never was a man before anyway. I was more of a boy child, really, man child, I suppose you could call me. Because I was never happy in the body I was in, never. No matter. I used to go swimming about 6 o'clock in the morning in Torquay. I used to go to the gym. Nothing made me feel good, because swimming did, because I'd be under the water and everything, and I could forget all the cares and whatever, and I was floating around, which is lovely. But anything else, it didn't matter what I did, what clothes I wore. It just didn't change anything. I was still that person, that unhappy person stuck in that body. But I'm not stuck in that body. I've still got the same body, but different parts have grown and different parts have shrunk and inverted. So, but yes, so yeah, the day in my life is usually not much going on. Just a bit of shopping, a bit of tidying up, brushing the dogs like I did yesterday. What day is it today? Saturday? No, I did Thursday. Give them a good brush down. Because honestly, I go through a Hoover every 6 months. I used to, until I got I got two of them now. I got a Dyson and an electric, a proper one, and a plug-in one. A cordless one. Because it's just handy. For around the house and everything, so just grab the cordless one, and that's it, done. And the big ones, it's used to deep clean or whatever. So, but the only problem is you have to empty them every 5 seconds, and especially with leave him be, Simba. Look, he's going to be hanging off your face in a minute, Simba. See, he's cleaning him again. Simbi, stop now. Thank you. One day I will show this happening, but the floor is disgusting. I've got an old carpet down, which in dire need of being ripped up, and I'm going to do the flooring down here, so it's all wipeable and everything. So that's my agenda. But I've got so much furniture, it's unbelievable. People don't believe me how much furniture I've got. I've got a wash stand. The camera is sat on a wash stand, an old Victorian wash stand, mahogany wash stand that the lid lifts up, and a big bowl underneath, and two little bowls to keep your flannel and everything in, and soap. That's here. Then that side there, I've got a sideboard with 2-drawer sideboard with a bookcase on top of it, and a tiny little bookcase, corner unit bookcase on top of that, next to that to fit in snugly with on top of that, and that's all my sewing gear there, sewing stuff there. And on top of it, I've got bags and stuff. And I've got 2 coffee tables, one on top of each other, a square table, corner table, lamp tables, pine ones. I put one on top of another, covered in a long sheet, and I've got my plants on it there. I've got 2 metal suitcases by the window. Next to the window, I've got a nouveau style hall hanger, you know, the ones with a mirror, and you hang your coats down either side, and you've got a little shelf and put your brollies in. Got one of those there. Then there's the door to the hallway. Then next to that there, I've got another sideboard with a 3-drawer down the middle and a cupboard on either side, and I've got a cabinet on top of that with all my china in it. Next to that, I've got a 1930s sideboard, oak one with 2 drawers and 2 doors on either side, and I've got my flat screen TV on top of that with my lady lamp. It's not rude. And next to that, I've got my bookcase, top with the glass doors, and then underneath got a cabinet there. Next to that, I've got a little nouveau table with my sewing machine on. Should come over here, which will be soon. The doggy's armchair by that window, got a window on either side of the room. So a little table by the window over there, sofa here, corner cabinet, mirror, another corner table here, side table here, and there's me here in the big room here. It was a huge room. Once I get it all decorated, I'll show you all. And like I said, it's in the state at the moment because I'm the kind of person that does everything all at once, and then nothing gets done. So, but anyway, so yes, the day in my life is quite boring, really. You'd think that I used to get grief before I had the surgery, and it was because I didn't feel happy with myself. I had the boobs, but I still had the tackle down there, which I didn't want. So people would, and I suppose people would pick up on that, and they'd call me freaks and whatever. And these were people that was on Jeremy Kyle. A few local people. Oh, I love this song. A few people that were there used to go, was on Jeremy Kyle a couple of times, and they were sat there. One of them was really huge, and she was eating a pasty, and she was calling me a freak. But hey, you know, they went on Jeremy Kyle, and that says a lot to you about them. And but that's the only time. And even children are more accepting, that they take one look and they just look away, kind of thing, or they turn around and say, oh, that's a tall lady, but her face looks like a man, kind of thing. But that's children for you, you know. And parents go, oh, shut up. No, don't shut your children up. If they want to say something like that, let them say it. And it's innocence, it's childhood innocence, and childish innocence, which is different from ignorance. And a lot of people are ignorant out there, and a lot of people will not be treated like I have been treated. I am treated. I'm treated fairly well, considering that a lot of trans people out there get treated quite shoddily, for want of a better word, at the very least, quite shoddy, and then others get beaten up and attacked all the time and everything, which is a shock, which is a shame, and that shouldn't be at all. I'm quite open with being trans because, well, look at me. I'll never fit in as... people are not going to mistake me as a real woman, are they? You know, regardless how perfect my tits are, regardless how many facelifts I get, or how much makeup I wear, I'll still look masculine because I lived in this face for 48 years before I had my surgery. So, BBBT, that's me, a big, broad, beautiful tranny, and or trans woman, whichever way you want to look at it, and yes, with big boobs, or you could be a booby, a big booby, beautiful tranny. That's me. Yeah, do you get me? I'm beautiful. Do you get me? I'm big, and I'm bold. Bold, not bald. So there's lots of B's. I think BBBBBBBT. Yes. So I better go in a minute because Simba's looking very, very annoyed over there because I'm talking to you lot out there. Yet again, I don't own the copyright to the music in the background. It's Clubland TV, and We've got the 1990s on there, 1995 Entrance, Set You Free. Well, there you go. I've got that one somewhere on one of my albums. I've got millions of Clubland albums. I absolutely adore them. If they're still, I need to catch up because there's a couple I need to buy. So I've got to catch up with all that. But I need a new CD player because my one's a bit knackered. It's one of those really old ones that the tape deck and record player and everything. So a black one with big speakers. But anyway, so yes, so a day in my life is not very entertaining. It's not very newsworthy or anything like that. As one thing very quickly, I will tell you, before I had my surgery, I used to have to go to Exeter every month to the clinic there in Exeter. I had to go to the Exeter one, and most months I'd catch, because I had to be there early, so I'd go on the bus because I think it was a nice, through the country to Exeter. And there's always this one guy on there, an old gentleman, really old, white hair, and he'd literally physically turn around in his seat and stare at me all the way, until one day he did it and I lost my rag. And I was talking to this elderly woman about honey and Manuka honey and everything, and things we talk about. And as we're going off the bus, he was there and he was staring at me, and I just snapped. And I said to the woman, I said, if he keeps carries on staring at me, I'm going to knock his fucking block off. And I was so angry because I literally had this about 4 years with him. And then he'd heard me because I said it loud enough. And then the next time I saw him, he was like, I was walking through town, and he stopped me and he went, I'm so sorry if I've upset you or whatever. That was my intent. But hey, I did get upset because he was blatantly staring at me. I don't mind if people stare and walk off, or they look and walk off. People do that to everybody anyway. If you're a little bit different, people do stare. They go, no, so that you're different from the norm like that. So I just said to him, I said, that's fine, thank you for apologising. And so now every time I see him, he says, and he makes a point of saying, hello, how are you, and everything. And I don't even know his name, but that does happen, and it does get annoying. I don't mind people looking. They've always looked at me because I've always been different anyways, with different hair. I'm going to dye my hair again this weekend. It's going to be the same colour again, I think, this darkish colour. Simba, shut up. He's only going out into the kitchen, for goodness sakes, honestly. He's not even going out, he's just moved up a little bit. But anyway, so, boop, on your nose. But anyway, so, a lot of inane chatter again, wasn't it? So, but anyway, so I just want to thank you all for watching, and thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing. If you do share, please do carry on sharing, which would be marvellous. Be really good. This is the song I used to always play to make sure that my that my CD player, my old CD player before this one was working okay, because it's one of the separate ones, really old-fashioned ones, which they're going for hundreds of pounds these days. And I had all that, and I left it all before I moved to Cornwall. Oh gosh, 22, 23 years ago. Oh God, I'm so old. But anyway, so like I said, thank you for watching. Please share. If you think it's going to cheer somebody up for 5 seconds, just to watch, just to have a look at this face. It's even closer to you now. More than welcome to. Fire starter. But anyway, so like I said, I don't have the copyright on any of these songs. It's on the TV, and I've turned the TV down. But 1996 is that as well. I remember listening to that at my friend's house in Kent. Wow. Yeah, and with her son. We were sat in the bedroom listening to this song come on, and he's died now, unfortunately, drug overdose. So sad. And he was such a lovely guy, such a lovely guy. I thought his brother would be the one that would have been gone, but no, it was him. But anyway, so that's the kind of people I used to hang around with. That's the kind of people I knew, and I still know, because I didn't feel as if I fitted in anyway. So I'd go, sort of, and but my best mate, she was my best mate, and she still is really. But anyway, so just one of those things. But like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I will do a proper video again. This is a video of me chatting, basically inane chatting, not outside because it's very grey and I think it's going to tip it down. So this is inside here. Next week, hopefully it's going to be sunny again. So I'll be back out on the patio, or I'll be back in here, or I'll find a lovely spot so I can set up all the equipment. Well, camera stand. That's what I've got: a camera stand and a chair and a table. So I'll set it up somewhere nice that's going to be there all the time, and then I'll just save my pennies and get a nice ring light that they do have, and you see little rings in my eyes and everything, and yeah. But anyway, so thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for being you, and you be you, no matter what people say. You be you, and that's what counts. That's what matters the most. You be whoever you want to be. And just as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else physically or mentally, then you be you. All right, so speak to you soon, my darlings. Bye bye.